the spirit world, vibration is the currency. Everything emits a frequency: food, water, scents, music, money, even thoughts. When you offer something at an altar, your ancestors receive the essence of the offering, its life force, its meaning, and the love encoded into it.
According to the Akashic Records, what is the best way to set up an ancestor altar? Please give me a detailed breakdown.
According to the Akashic Records, setting up an ancestor altar is not just a cultural act. It's a spiritual technology, a living bridge between realms. The best way to create one is by aligning with sacred intention, vibrational harmony in your soul's ancestral resonance. Here is your full detailed breakdown. 1. Intention is everything. Before you gather a single object, the most important step is to set your spiritual intention. Like, ask yourself, why am I creating this altar? What kind of energy do I want to invite? Do I seek healing, guidance, gratitude, or simply connection? Say aloud, only benevolent, loving, and elevated ancestors of my bloodline, soul lineage, and spiritual guardianship may come forward through this space. Choose the right location. The altar should be placed in a quiet, energetically clear area, not near the bathroom or in a space with heavy emotional energy like the bedroom, unless it's deeply protected. Use the east, sunrise and spirit, or west ancestral gateway wall if possible. Avoid clutter. The altar should feel sacred and intentional. Your ancestors will feel more at home when the space is respected as a temple. 3. What to include on the altar. Here's what the Akashic perspective encourages you to gather, with spiritual purpose behind each. Photos of deceased ancestors you wish to honor. If unknown, symbolic images like African masks, indigenous figures, or stars can represent ancestral presence. Glass of water. Water is a conductor between dimensions. It helps spirits communicate and stay grounded. Replace it regularly. Candles. Fire is transformation and light. One white candle is enough, but you can use others with color meaning. Blue for peace, red for strength, etc. Offerings. This could be food or drink they liked, fresh flowers, incense or herbs like frankincense, sage, or Palo Santo, coins, shells, crystals. Sacred items, rosaries, bones, feathers, stones, letters, anything with deep ancestral or soul resonance. Do not place items from unknown or unresolved spirits. Only items that feel loving and clear. 4. Speak to them regularly. An altar is not a decoration, it's a living dialogue. Greet them daily, even with a simple thank you. Pour libations with reverence. Share your fears, ask for guidance, honor their wisdom. The more you engage, the more vivid their presence becomes in dreams, intuition, and synchronicities. 5. Clean and refresh. Often old or decayed offerings carry stagnant energy. Cleanliness is spiritual respect. Change water daily or weekly. Clean ashes, candle wax, and old food. Replace dead flowers with fresh life. When your altar feels stagnant, your ancestral connection may become blocked or distorted. 6. Set boundaries and protection. The Akashic Records emphasize that not all ancestors are healed. If your family line includes trauma, addiction, or betrayal, you must protect the altar space. Speak or write affirmations such as, only healed, loving, and elevated ancestors are allowed to enter this altar. This is a portal of peace, clarity, and divine will. No spirit may linger or attach beyond their welcome. Crystals like black tourmaline, obsidian, or clear quartz can amplify protection. Smudge the area regularly to clear lingering energy. 7. Trust your intuition and ancestral guidance. The ancestors will speak to you through feeling, dream, signs, and sound. Let the altar evolve. If they ask for something, a new item, a song, or a prayer, follow it. If you feel discomfort or heaviness, pause and reassess. The Akashic truth is, your DNA carries the memory of sacred altar building. It's not just tradition, it's an inner soul technology that you're reactivating.
According to the Akashic Records, when we leave gifts like food, money, etc. for our ancestors at their altar, do they really receive our gifts? Please give us a breakdown.
According to the Akashic Records, when you leave gifts like food, water, alcohol, money, flowers, or personal items on an ancestor altar, those offerings are absolutely received, but not in the way your physical mind might expect. They are not eaten or consumed physically. Instead, the energetic signature, the vibration, intention, devotion, and emotion behind the gift is what is received in the ancestral realm. Here's your full spiritual breakdown. Why offerings matter in the spirit world. Vibration is the currency. Everything emits a frequency: food, water, scents, music, money, even thoughts. When you offer something at an altar, your ancestors receive the essence of the offering, its life force, its meaning, and the love encoded into it. Water equals purification and life force. Food equals nourishment and remembrance. Alcohol equals celebration or warrior honoring. Money, energetic support or unlocking abundance. Candles equals light for the soul's path. Photos and names, anchors for presence. Words or prayers equals activation of connection. Your intention is what turns a physical item into a spiritual offering. How they receive the gifts. Ancestors do not need physical matter, but they remember what it felt like to taste, drink, or celebrate. When you offer food, for example, their spirit inhales the energetic joy, memory, and vibration of the offering. If your grandmother loved sweet potatoes, offering them rekindles her joy and anchors her energy into your space. If an ancestor lacked abundance in life, offering money or fruit creates a frequency of healing and restoration for their soul. The smell, color, and placement all contribute to how the spirit receives it. The more present and respectful you are when giving, the more open the portal becomes. The deeper purpose of offerings. Offerings just feed the ancestors. They feed the bond. They remind you that death is not an ending, but a veil. The altar becomes a communication portal, a healing station, and an energetic exchange point. You're saying, I remember you. You're saying, I honor you, even if I never met you. You're saying, help me carry what you left behind, consciously with grace. Offerings are spells of remembrance. They help heal your bloodline and restore power to your name. When ancestors give back. After receiving, ancestors often respond with insight in your dreams, sudden emotional clarity, opportunities or financial blessings, protection from unseen harm, ancestral visitations or signs like birds, feathers, or scents. The altar becomes a living relationship, not a ritual of the past, but a sacred bond that transcends time. Summary: yes, ancestors do receive offerings through energetic imprint, soul memory, and interdimensional connection. The key is intention, consistency, and love. When you give to them, you open a river, and from that river flows healing, guidance, and power across generations.
According to the Akashic records, what are both the positives and the negatives of creating an ancestor altar? Please give us a breakdown.
According to the Akashic records, creating an ancestor altar is a powerful act of multi-dimensional alignment. But like all portals, it opens energetic doorways that must be respected and consciously tended. There are both profound positives and potential imbalances, depending on how the altar is created, maintained, and spiritually anchored. Here's your full breakdown: the positives of creating an ancestor altar. 1. Energetic connection and lineage healing. An ancestor altar becomes a spiritual access point, a sacred space where you bridge this world and the ancestral realms. It allows healing, reconciliation, and remembrance to flow both ways. You awaken dormant lineage gifts. You help transmute generational trauma. You become the breaker of cycles and restorer of honor. The altar is a soul technology to realign your bloodline with divine will. 2. Spiritual protection. Your ancestors become guardians, whispering guidance, blocking harm, and shielding your path, especially if they feel honored and included in your journey. Nightmares may stop. Intuition becomes clearer. Sudden near misses or redirections may be their doing. It creates a field of ancestral intelligence around your home and body. 3. Activation of purpose and destiny. Many soul contracts are entangled in ancestral karma. By creating an altar, you send a signal: I am ready to live on purpose and honor the path. This can unlock delayed blessings, creativity or fertility, access to ancient knowledge or past life memories. The altar is not just about the past, it activates future timelines. The potential negatives or spiritual cautions. 1. Unclear boundaries with the dead. If the altar is created without intention, energetic shielding, or spiritual clarity. You might invite not just healed ancestors, but restless, unresolved, or even unrelated spirits. You may experience fatigue, mood swings, or unsettling dreams. Some spirits may drain energy or overstay. The altar is a doorway. If left unguarded, anything can enter. 2. Repeating lineage loops. If you create the altar but unconsciously glorify toxic ancestors or suppress the truth, the energy becomes stagnant. It may reinforce shame, guilt, or martyr patterns, confusion around identity or roles, over-responsibility for ancestral burdens. The altar must be based in truth, not idealization. 3. Attachment to ritual over essence. Some people become ritual dependent, feeling guilty if they forget to light a candle or offer food. Others may perform the rituals mechanically without heart presence. This drains your own energy. The altar becomes a performance, not a portal. The ancestors want connection, not perfection. Final breakdown. Wisdom from the records. Creating an altar is like opening a phone line across time. Done with love and clarity, it can bring miracles, protection, and generational healing. But done without energetic grounding, it can attract chaotic energies or bind you to ancestral pain. To maintain balance, set spiritual boundaries. Speak clearly. Only healed, loving, and benevolent ancestors are welcome here. Clean and refresh the space often. Always follow your body. If you feel heavy or unsettled, pause and reset. The altar is not an obligation. It's an invitation to heal, to remember, and to embody the power of all who came before you.